Garcelle left like one chaos and swapped it in for another. Well, and she's because she was like, I know, thank you, back off. Yeah. Because Erika's like, I'm defending you. And
I think
Garcelle's like, yeah, it's hurting.
Yeah, I think Garcelle was more sober than that table.
Hello, everybody. I'm Will.
And I'm Rachel.
And this is So I'm watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 12, Episode 8. It Takes a Villain. I think this is where we get Diana's big arc.
I'm excited.
So, yeah, hopefully this goes off without a hitch, and hopefully you're seeing this in a timely manner as opposed to the last two episodes. So, without further ado, we are going to watch. Dorit was really quiet last week, except for her monologue.
I think the last two episodes she's been kind of quiet. I think it's because she's like trauma stressed. Looks like boobs. Look at it. Looks like boobies.
I have to say that Sutton, she's not my favorite, but everyone seems to go after Sutton. Like, she seems like she's always the one that's being, that's the outlier.
She just doesn't do herself any favors.
They say talk is cheap, but in Beverly Hills, it can cost you. Let's just make a video really quick for my Instagram before RHOBH's here. So we're going to do like a cranberry holiday drink.
I was going to say, she's their the bartender, right?
It's happy holidays.
Oh my goodness.
Happy holidays, everybody. Well, Daddy will be home soon. Oh, right there. How long was the flight? 10 hours. You know, Jeff had 3 stops to get here. 4.
Her brother's cute.
Jeff was gone for a year. Jeff was in China releasing a new album and stuff, so he actually was.
Yeah, he's like a pop star.
But it's really great that he's out.
Yeah, I think I remember that from last.
Rob, are you in our bedroom? Can you go to Jeff's room and see if his hair dryer's on? Jeff! I love my brother. I love my brother. I love my brother.
Everything in England is really old. We went to Arundel, which is just a beautiful little town, but it's got a castle which belongs to the Duke of Norfolk.
Why did you just say the F word?
It's the Duke. I didn't say the F word.
That's not what you said.
He said...
You did say the F word. That's how you say it, the Duke of Norfolk.
You hit the L a little bit.
Yeah.
Norfolk.
No, you don't. You say Norfolk.
Norfolk.
It's Norfolk. Like Virginia.
Yeah, I always said Norfolk.
Yeah.
I can hear the L.
And now Jeff. Do you say goodnight to Daddy? Can we meet you upstairs? Oh my God, Rob's so ridiculous. I love him.
I want to hear about Mexico.
It was very challenging, but it worked out fine.
So how did Diana do on the trip?
It's like my first trip with the girls. Like, I just felt like my boundary was crossed, and so my space was violated a little bit.
That was a terrible.
She feels it differently. You know,
I'm on Crystal's side.
a hell of a year with her.
She said my space was violated a little
I think
bit.
she just wanted to go and have fun, but it was hard on her, and she wanted to leave a few times.
Wow.
When you jab at Diana, it's nuclear.
I love Diana. Have you met her? No, but I love her.
Ooh, I want turkey.
Is it Christmas or Thanksgiving?
It looks like Christmas.
Is there any way while I have you here, tomorrow is Garcelle's birthday dinner? Can you come and PK? The guys are invited.
This is going to Garcelle sing.
Well, I'm gonna guess not, Diana.
Why not?
Well, we have a group text of all the girls, and I sent a message on Sunday morning saying, I hope you girls are all getting some rest. I'm so tired.
I read this.
And then Diana wrote back, Doctors are putting me on bed rest to stop bleeding. This trip and flying and drinking and burning my candle both ends after losing baby. Bleeding for 8 weeks straight after miscarriage. And 4 major surgeries that followed in the last few weeks to save my uterus was not a very intelligent thing to do.
I usually wouldn't share this in a group text because it makes me look like a whining bitch.
But Garcelle misspelled. Might think I'm
Oh, oh no! 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 Why?
Yeah, she's as shady as I am. This is kind of awkward. Everyone was like,
Nope. Simple word. Coming up.
Remember Garcelle said that she was kind of rude for not talking about the book?
Yeah. Oh.
You didn't have to edit that episode 3 times, did you? Yeah, no. I read that in a article and I was like, whoo.
Oh boy.
I didn't know you could sew. My grandmother was like a really good seamstress.
Was she?
Oh God, she really
Wow, I didn't know that.
Curtains, full drapes,
Can you make that for me, please? The
That
jacket?
jacket?
Yeah.
costumes.
I don't know that I could sew it from scratch, but
Well, no, I'll buy the jacket. You just
yeah, I could do that easily.
sew on the
Would
embellishments.
cuss your ass out, but she was she helped me move to Los Angeles. We drove cross country together. So this sits by my bedside. At the very bottom of this is a
There's a lot happening with that look.
Yeah.
mother, and it says, "Hi, I love you. I'm never coming back." All right, let's do this. I have a doctor's appointment too.
everything okay?
It's like a little mini surgery. They do a little incision. They put the pellet in. Yeah, it's just my testosterone. And this is to balance hormones. So now I'm all balanced. Forgive me.
Did I call it?
Testosterone changed my life.
Really?
Oh my God.
How do you think about Diana?
I'm not happy. And then the text message. I'm telling you this so that Garcelle, spelled incorrectly, doesn't think I'm rude. To jab like that at my friend? No.
Well, it's Garcelle's birthday party tomorrow night. Something tells me she's not going to be there.
I'm just watching her because I actually thought she was very gentle, but now I'm like, is she a
She
nice-
told you that she would headbutt somebody. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, Sutton wasn't there.
No. Well, true. But she told Sutton, like, I used to be very, like, one and done. Jesus.
Oh!
Kyle's hot.
Yeah. I think she looks like Casey Musgraves and like...
Yeah. No, she's hot. Ooh, pretty flowers.
Hi guys. Those flowers turned out so good.
And the big court.
All right, guys, I'm going up.
All right, bye.
Bye. Bye. Hey, I'm gonna try on the dress.
I'm going to guess that Diana's not coming to me. Responded and she said, I'll see you tonight.
She's coming. I just got a text message. I would never imagine she'd be there.
Let's not make a mountain out of a molehill, okay?
Yes, Sutton.
I just want to feel like a molehill because you don't lose it from your seat.
I hate you so much.
What do you want to do?
That's a choice.
Okay.
Sorry.
Love you, my little artist. I love you.
So you come.
God, that bitch is 55. Fuck yeah.
Are things going on in here or in there?
Allie Landry?
I like a lot of room when I dance. You know, it lets me spread out, right?
I like Crystal's dress.
Look at this cake.
Ooh!
I like a man in a pocket square.
I really like Crystal's dress.
Can you make a spicy margarita? That's not
I
on the
really,
menu.
I really want a spicy margarita.
Nothing on there.
You want a spicy margarita?
Yes. You. That she wore it to her. Wow. Ma'am.
It is nude. It's not like...
It's yeah, but still, it's fucking hot.
Boo hanging out party. I guess I did.
I'd have walked over and tried to pick it up and be like, look at this bag!
The cake is adorable, but I'd rather be wearing one than eating one.
Well, some of us don't have 50 grand to drop on a bag, Miss Richards.
Do you remember your shoe cake?
Yes. The very beginning of Shelly's games.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah, Lonnie. Oh, Lonnie. Ham.
Therefore, nobody can call me rude.
Oh, man. Romantic.
I know there's a little bit of a language
I
barrier,
fucking
Diana.
can't.
The doctor didn't say bed rest. He said take a nap.
I don't do that.
She did not say language barrier.
Just rallied.
Coming up.
I don't like that. This bitch.
I was gonna say her poor. That kid is 14.
You grab the baby.
Hi. I didn't think you were gonna come.
Of course.
We pushed her out of the car. We're like, we need to go. Come on, come on.
Did you let me show you something?
What'd you do? Oh! Is that the famous book? When Dorit asked you about your book, we felt like you shut it down. Oh! Beautiful.
And I actually signed it for you.
You did?
I did. It's actually quite hard to find the book. Book sold out, and there's no more. It's very limited edition, and so I gave her one of mine. It's a very special book.
Thank you for coming, because I know you weren't feeling well. Thank you.
This fucking reunion is going to be bonkers.
But alright, I'll take the book.
I don't. I guess we'll have to talk during commercial break.
Okay.
You're on your deathbed, and then 2 days later, she's ready to party. So we grab like a Campari or something?
Yeah.
I fucking love Campari.
Did that. He would heal people very quickly like that. Possible. Jesus still heals.
I was even talking to my lawyer today before I got here, and he goes, "Is it true you told guys to slide in your DMs?" He goes, "Well, why don't you let me vet them?" I was like,
No.
I mean, maybe he should.
Hi guys, I'm Oliver. Garcelle.
"Hi, Garcelle. My name is Erika."
Hi, Eric.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. This is my little brother Jack.
Yes, I have met you. Hey, honey, how are you? Nice to see you.
So nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
He's cute.
Yeah, he's very handsome. That smile.
I have to say, I've been staring a little bit too. You're hot. That's like my jab.
By the way, I saved your cake because Allie thought it was real bad.
You know, it's the closest I'll get to a Birkin.
Oh, no, it's not. You know what? This is called manifesting.
I can't wrap my head around spending that much money on a bag.
Exactly.
So, if I
Oh wow, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Birkins are like... Yeah, because remember last season when Kyle came over to Crystal's house and it was just sitting?
Yeah.
It was a $98,000 bag.
Yeah.
Another one is a spicy margarita.
And they only appreciated value. Like
I
any...
remember you telling me
Yeah.
that.
I did tell Jessica that because her mom just bought her a Louis. And she was like freaking out. And I'm like, you can get money from it. You'll be fine.
Okay, you show up.
Yeah, so my dream man proposed with a Birkin, not a diamond. Diamonds depreciate.
The whole diamond thing is a scam.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice to meet you, Erika. How long have you guys known each other?
We've known each other for a few years.
I just found out that Katy Perry doll that I had, I still have it, but it's out of the box and everything like that, is like, there were only 500 made.
Oh, wow.
It's like $900 to $1,000 meant it's impossible to find. And I was
Shit.
like, I would sell it now if it was meant.
You could
but-
still probably get some money for it.
Honestly, though, as long as I've known Diana, she's been collecting these bags. Honestly, that's been her.
For that tiny ass bag.
There is a funny picture of me going around between my friends when the fires were in Malibu. We had like maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and there's a truck full of Birkins and Banksies.
Listen, if my shit's burning down, that's what I'm grabbing.
She's saving Birkins and diamonds and Banksies.
Because they will pay for your next house.
Terrible. I mean, for me anyway.
They had to force me to wear underwear because I didn't like wearing.
Well, don't ask her husband or I don't let you anyway. I barely looked at my pussy eyes.
Oh no! Why are we bringing that up? Ah!
when something is right here, how do you avoid it? Oh, speaking of,
Right on cue, big guy.
Well, at least they're laughing. Okay.
by the way, hold on, your text message, I almost got it. Dead on the floor.
That's the thing with me. I don't do jobs. I do the nukes. Like, bring it on.
This is the situation.
Bring it with bazookas.
Bring in the bazookas.
Let's go. I'm very direct.
So on the plane, too, it was really funny because I got on the plane last, and I was like, oh, I'll send the side bags. That's fine. I don't care. And then Sutton was saying, I don't want to hear. I said, what? So she goes, I've been asked to go back to my seat for the original flight.
Well, wait, you know how I stored her in my phone? Bacon eating vegetarian.
Thank you.
Where's Denise?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I wonder if she doesn't want to film. Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Rob, he loves to dance.
I like Rob.
Me too.
That's his name.
Hip-hop Rob.
Sorry, God. Every time I say I'm never going to do splits again, something happens. I don't know what to tell you, okay?
I think tequila happens, Kyle.
I can actually wrap my leg around my back of my neck, but that costs money.
What makes it spicy? Just jalapeno?
Hey, you know what?
You just put jalapenos on the bottom of it.
Talk for a second. Yeah, let's go outside. I just wanted to talk to you first.
Check on you.
See how you're doing. Because you were on bed rest.
I still am. It's all good.
So you're on bed rest, but you're here.
Yeah.
That's confusing. You're
I
going
would.
to have to clear it up.
I
Oh,
should be in bed, and I'm here.
I was just about to be like, you know what? I was about to give this to Sutton.
Very highly of herself. She feels like I owe her something. Do you want to see my doctor notice? That would help.
All right, let's try. 12 weeks ago, I've lost the baby. Well, yeah, no. Yes.
Listen, I mean this because I've had 2 miscarriages, so I understand.
I get you.
I know that. And
Don't do phony to me. By the way, the fake doesn't work with me. Like, that's just like, bring it on. Come on, bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on.
but you can't sin.
What?
This is not a conversation.
It's not.
No,
How do we converse?
not like that's not nice.
Oh, what? So, yeah? Like, yell at me? You know, I'm Bosnian. I always respond well to
Oh
yell.
yeah, I want to hear the Bosnian tough girl.
Oh,
What do you want me? What
No,
I do?
I was saying that I'm sorry that you were on
You're not
bed rest.
sorry. You're not
Yes,
sorry.
I
No,
was.
you're not. You're phony. You are the fakest person I've ever met in my life. Literally. By the way, also, you're boring. I can forgive everything.
Which is funny since Sutton
I'm not.
told Teddy she was boring.
Really boring.
That's not nice.
I know what I regret. You and Garcelle at the front of the boat. I was talking about my most painful memory in my life. And I was like, fake gun off.
My dad committed suicide. When it's gone like that, and you don't
I'm on Sutton's side here. She was relating to her, I think.
Yeah.
Never say that I'm fake. Anyway, I live. I'm not a fake person. I don't have fake lips. I don't have fake boobs. You're not listening, and I'm not. We don't need this. We don't need this right now. You're like, you need what right now? I'm talking to her one-on-one right now. What's happening?
I just told her she's boring.
What?
I'm rude. Unpack yourself.
I thought you were rude because
So I am.
Dorit was trying to engage with you.
You want
And you shut her down.
Take this thing at me. Go. What is the problem that you have with me?
I don't have a problem.
Yeah, you do.
You have a chip on your shoulder. It's got nothing to do with
You.
No. This is a very different Diana. The bed rest did you good. It's your birthday, and this bitch T3 time.
I don't know what that was. I have up until this point like Diana, but I think she
I feel like, so I'm guilty of this as well. So like, I think whilst on the bed rest, I think she was replaying back stuff in her head. And I think because she got nothing else better to do but to like rehash some stuff. And so like, I will have fake fights with people in my head. And then all of a sudden I can't sleep because I am like so fucking mad.
I get that, but she was being juvenile with
right.
I want to give Sutton points.
No, I'm saying like she worked herself up. So that's why she walked into that party guns fucking blazing, because she is like worked herself up into such like a tizzy mentally and like ready to be like, I'm gonna say X, Y, and Z to Sutton and Garcelle and whatever, and like fuck these bitches. They don't know who I am.
Because, yeah, I like I said, I want to give Sutton credit for being like, let's talk. Clearly something's, blah, blah, blah. Clearly something's wrong or off. But almost immediately she was getting, I don't remember what she was saying. I feel like
What, Diana or Sutton?
Sutton. So rarely are they ever actually trying to move forward. She was airing grievances, or she was like, well, I just think that when you blah, 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 or you did this, or you wouldn't let me sit. And it's like, just be like, hey, what's going on? Like, what's wrong? I don't know. I feel like far too often they're not prepared to meet each other in the middle. Like,
well, when they sat down and Sutton's like, looks like the bed rest did you good. And it's like, well, now we're not going to have a constructive conversation.
That's what I mean. That's what I was looking for.
Because you came up with your ass up on your back. And now, like, how are we supposed to have anything constructive when you set the tone being shitty to me? So it's like, oh, fucking K, let's do this.
Yeah, that's what I was struggling for, because I was trying to remember the exact words that were said. But I mean, because also Diana's not, she's not communicating, like, for instance, the book thing. And this is actually what I wanted to talk about. Apparently, it's like, people think it's part of like the Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, like it was like a catalog, and you could like request the girls from page yada yada, and that kind of shit. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and I don't want. It's not that I stumbled upon the Real Housewives Reddit, and I was reading, and it goes deep. And so I'm very much a give a person the benefit of the doubt type of person. And so I don't want people to think I'm naive. It's not that I'm naive in that I don't think that these things could happen. I'm just not going to jump to those conclusions and then hold that against people.
Right.
Especially people I don't even know.
Right.
And so it's like, if I found out that happened, I wouldn't be shocked. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to accuse somebody of something.
Right.
And also, I kind of don't buy it because Lisa Rinna was in that book.
Right.
And it's not that I think Lisa Rinna wouldn't do it. I think Harry Hamlin wouldn't.
No, yeah.
And she doesn't exist outside of him. So in what reality?
I think she exists outside of him. They are such a unit at this point.
Sure.
Because they both love each other so much and respect each other so much. So I think that's what it is. There's just, she has such reverence for Harry that she would never participate in something.
Well,
like
he wouldn't. Yeah. And so it's the kind of thing where it's like these stories go back to the dawn of time, let alone the dawn of Hollywood. But it's like, I don't know. So we know that because Diana told us in a confessional, but did she tell them? Like, did she say, I don't like to talk about it, it's a sensitive subject, or it's a sore subject? Because her official story is that she put a lot of work and time into this thing that then got turned into a really, like...
I think she said as much when they initially talked about it at...
I think it was just a talking head.
No, because it was at... I think it got cut because I think when they called back to it, they were at, was it Harry's birthday? That's what it was. I think there was a callback to it and they had the conversation and she was like, I put a lot of work into it and it just like, it didn't work out and it, like whatever. So I think I think it was like a, hey, let's call back to this in that moment. So I don't know that she necessarily went into such depth as she did during her talking head, but I think it was like out there where it was just kind of like, this is sore subject.
I just like I said, I've liked most of her run up until this point, and I potentially will still like her. I mean, I enjoy all of it, but I was really turned off by the like and I mean it is a bragging point being a Bosnian refugee, but also we get it. You're from Bosnia, you don't have to say that every
Well, but I think that, especially like outside of the divorce and like whatever her life is, I think that is a very large part of her identity. So like especially when she's in these situations where she feels backed up against a wall, that one kernel of yourself that makes you feel like the most authentic you are going to bring that up every single time. Because like, we always joke that like, I'm a nutter girl, like nutter.
Oh, anyone that's ever set foot in New York, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's the thing that makes you most authentically you. But I think that it's like, it's very easy to almost kind of like American wash, for lack of better term.
You're probably right. She's been stewing on this, and it does betray her because that does mean that she does care.
Yeah.
And is
well,
bothered.
and like, over this past weekend with all the doom scrolling and shit, like I was doing myself no favors where it's just like I would rev myself up from all the doom scrolling and like the imaginary fights I was having in my head. So that's probably what happened. And plus, I'm sure she's still processing and dealing with the loss of that baby and the trauma of trying to heal after. Healing, because healing can be very traumatic as well.
Like I said, I totally understand where she's coming from with the Sutton thing, but especially the brother. I think that was just Sutton's attempt at relating to her and being like, I understand your...
I think if up until that point, Sutton had been a little bit more delicate with who she is as a person, it probably wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But I think because it's Sutton.
There you go again with your clumsy words.
Yeah.
This is a very different Diana. Okay. The bed rest did you good. But let me tell you something. You have to understand that we're all vegan eating vegetarians. Shut up with that.
What does that have to do with anything?
No, that's actually important. Diana saying don't say that you're this person when you're not because she doesn't trust someone.
Does that show her integrity because she likes
Yeah, it
makeup?
does. Okay, look, you guys, let's reassess the situation. I said I was very sorry about her being on bed rest.
It's okay. Diana, that's not because if she's apologizing to you, you just met her.
It's fake. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't.
Wow. You her bodyguard?
I don't need a bodyguard.
But she said, please don't touch her. So, like, get your hand off of her knee.
I know she's frail and also I get it.
Oh, you know what? That's bullshit. You're being really mean right now. You're being really mean.
I
And
am.
what you're not going to do is you're not going to mess up my birthday. So good night. My kids are here. I'm not doing this.
Listen,
First met Diana.
I would have, like, walked over and been like, what's going on? And seen everyone's face and they'd be like, never mind. And just, like, moonwalked into the background.
Bitch, where's my bag?
Holy shit.
She's gonna cry.
I think we're done here. You're an asshole. And hold on. She's a asshole. You know what? I've got your number.
Oh,
I
you do.
see
I
it.
gave it to you.
I know.
I gave it
I
to you.
see it. It's 6753. You gotta break the rules.
Break the rules?
Yeah.
What's that? What do I have to do?
Just give me a spicy margarita like you've been feeding me all night.
Oh, I see.
Please, love, thanks.
Why is that breaking the rules?
Oh, maybe it's the end of the night.
In this party, besides Rena, of course. Denise.
Oh.
Told you, bitch.
I stood up for Janice even when she wasn't in this group, but her not showing up tonight hurt my feelings.
I told you. I said she would never show up. You'll never believe me.
She said she should.
Never show up. She drinks
Yeah,
up.
I'm good. You better be. I'm good.
If you're not, you're
I'm good.
punk ass.
I'm not punk ass, and you're right.
I know you're not a punk ass, but I'm saying if you let this broad run over you 3 times.
I'm not. I was just telling you that she didn't come. Oh my God, Erika, calm down, girl. I told
That's
you
me
so.
when I drink too much. With the
Diana
bartender.
never told me so. They're still at it over there. Diana,
That's all right. Let me at it. So maybe that's with your passive aggressive, ridiculous. Oh no, I'm aggressive. And that's passive aggressive. It was passive aggressive. No, everybody else thought it was bad. I'm the only one that's. I actually don't think it was positive. It was very like bamboo. To a text that says, "Oh, when, I'm in bed."
Oh no.
And then Garcelle. Oh yes, I did. God, you're really. I gave honey. That baby 12 weeks ago. Here we go. That like too much information for you? No, it's not. I actually have empathy for that. How dare you question my empathy? Oh my God. That's all I have is empathy. You have none. You're a soulless person. Stop. Hold on. Hold on. Sutton, you cannot say that. No, you cannot say someone is a soulless person. You need a new villain?
Mess.
And we're not gonna get
No
the
preview.
Yeah.
Does that happen sometimes?
When it's live because of the Watch What Happens live. Yeah. I just if someone says to you, you're in a fight and someone says to you, I gave birth to a dead baby 12 weeks ago, that's when you go, I got nothing to say, you win. At that point, if you have empathy, you win. You win. No, it just yikers.
Well, she always looks good. That's never. I don't know. I'm gonna need to see where this goes, because I didn't like the way Diana was behaving, but also I definitely feel like it was kind of awesome that she wouldn't let Sutton control. Like Sutton was trying to control that.
Like, you really think Sutton would be able to get to the point in conversation with Diana to be like, I need you to tell me you're never going to do it again. Diana would never. She would rip out her own larynx first before that would ever happen. She would find a way to headbutt herself before ever getting to that point. Like, I don't know. It just, again, like... yeah. Just you can't sit down to have a conversation, an empathetic conversation, to be like,
and start it with shade.
You were on bed rest, but now you're here.
Interesting.
So instead, you sit down and you be like, so with you being on bed rest, like, is everything okay? How's it going? Start with that. And then if you have grievances,
I'm glad you made it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something going on. I want to get out in front of it.
Or just like you were on bed rest and now you're here. Like, what happened? Like, I'm so surprised to see you. Like, how are you feeling? Blah, blah, blah. And then.
Well, even that, I don't think she'd respond to that because I think that's the fake. Because ultimately what the issue is that there's beef between the two of them.
Yeah.
And that's what Sutton's trying to get to. So I wouldn't really lean on that, but because the whole bacon eating vegetarian, it's like, okay, yes, we've heard it a few too many times, but also I get both points because I totally get Garcelle's like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Because it is just a teeny little like, okay, fine. But I also totally get Diana's point because Diana's like, and I think I think it's an encapsulation of what you were trying to explain to me about Sutton when we first started watching, is you always just kept being like, well, she fancies herself very Southern, very like, and I think it's kind of what I was saying, where I was like, I think Sutton has a version of herself in her mind, and then there's what she actually is.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you can be a multifaceted person and, like, embrace duality, but you can't be like, well, no, this is exactly who I am, and I don't go back on my word at all, and it's black or white, and that's it. But then be like, oh, but like I vacillate some other things. It's just like, no, you have to be like, no, this is just who I am. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I do that, blah, blah, blah. But no, I think, like, saying that I'm a bacon-eating vegetarian, it tells you exactly who you are as a person. And that can either be a good thing or a bad thing.
What do we think Erika's deal is? Is she just hitting the bottle? Is that it?
It's the end of the night, and she's had a bunch of spicy margaritas, and just the way she was talking to that bartender, I was like, ooh, okay. Let my God, thank you. I love
This
you
mirror
so
here.
I know. No, and I think that she was trying to like stand up for Garcelle, and
But she was
like,
really.
listen, she's a Cancer. She's got all the feelings, and so it's
I just Garcelle left like one chaos
Yeah.
and swapped it in for another, and she's because she was like, "I know, thank you, back off,"
Yeah.
because Erika's like, "I'm defending you," and
Yeah, I think
Garcelle's like, "Yeah, it's hurting."
Yeah, I think Garcelle was more sober than that table, and so because you know when you get all drunk and you're just like you meet your new best friends in the women's bathroom, you're like, I fucking love you so much, I'll fucking kill that motherfucker, and blah, blah, blah. Like, so I think that that Erika was just trying to show Garcelle that like fuck that bitch for standing you up. It's your fucking birthday, and
Well, and also though, like I told you, like,
yeah,
because I'm definitely curious because I conceptually was very team Denise, and you were like, she botched it.
Nope.
And because it should have
showed
been
her entire ass.
It should have been such a slam dunk
You would think.
for her.
You would think, but she just nope. And I think it has a lot to do with her husband because he's a
Yeah, I
fucking
heard he
weirdo.
was-
Yeah, he's a fucking weirdo.
I mean, there's no accounting for taste with Denise, so
I mean, he's hot and has a big penis, and she
That
told
we
us
know.
she told us so in the first season, and then never wanted to talk about it ever again. And got mad at everyone talking about them having sex in the second season. So
okay. Well, that was our immediate thoughts. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Probably, hopefully, maybe.
bye.